Well, howdy everybody, this is Steve at 1000 Year Homes. Welcome to my show. So this is a video journal of me building off-grid. Out in the Texas, I'm going to call it a mesquite or a juniper scrub. It's a little forest out here. It's on 30 acres, way out in the middle of nowhere. Nearest town is, oh gosh, a half-hour drive, but maybe only 15 miles away. It takes a full 12 minutes to get off the property. So, but I've decided to build a final retirement home. I've had like 3 retirement homes, but this is my last one for sure, maybe. And but I'm building it out of some trendy materials, 2 couple of connexes, and I'm going to wrap it in earth bag and make it look like a Spanish Mission style home. And all high end, you know, all solar, off-grid, water collection system, filtration system, top end stuff. So, but a smaller home, 1,400 square feet. I've had big homes. Listen, a retiree in a big home's just a waste of a house and exhausting to take care of. So I want something small. I am not retired yet. I'm a decade away from that or more. But I keep building these because I would like to have them paid off by the time, right, that it's time. So building your own house, spending your own money, I don't owe the bank anything. And but it's slow build, and I only buy what I need when I can build it. Today is, we've had 17 inches in 11 days. So I have had rain every day for this whole month, which is unusual. Last year I had 6 inches of rain for the whole year. This year I have 16 inches in 10 or 11 days. So the place has held up. But I live in a meadow off-grid, and so I need to mow back the meadow a little bit here so that things can dry out. And so I'm going to do that. My build is a slow build because it's just me out here building, right? So, but this is a video journal and you're welcome to watch along, and not everything I do will be brilliant, but my goal is everything that I do will last 1,000 years or can be replaced easily during that 1,000 years for somebody else. A 1,000-year retirement home, should I last that long? We shall see. Let's see what I got. Since the rain stopped, I was able to run and go get all of my things I bought here. So looky here, I bought some gloves from Matt's Off-Road Discovery. Now I don't watch much TV, but I am on YouTube and I'm a YouTube consumer. So Matt gives me loads of enjoyment watching people blindly follow Google Maps and right off into cliffs, like poor. And I've had that happen out in Arizona, where the highway got flooded over and Google told me turn here, and the road was called Bloody Basin. In the middle of the night with the family in a storm, I drove a road called Bloody Basin. And when we came off of the mountains there, I'm telling you, we were right in a river. It was literally right in a river. I think my family was the quietest they've ever been. They're all seeing Jesus. But anyway, listen, it can happen to anybody. Anybody could get, you know, you're just out there, you don't know. You go on a road and then it rains, and 20 minutes later you're stuck in the mud. Anyway, Matt gives me loads of enjoyment. Him and his crew. Now, talking about my bathroom, I've decided my ceiling fan, my ventilation fan, I'm going to use a modern fan here. This is bladeless fan. It wasn't high-end or anything. It's not a super expensive Dyson or anything. But I'm going to wire that up so it's always on in my bathroom. One, I want to be able to move moisture through the house, and I don't want it as airtight as some people build houses. I don't want it that airtight. Anyway, so that's my idea for fan ventilation. I will rig that up and you won't even see it. I'll be drawing through an old grill through the floor, like you've seen in Victorian houses, through this and then out. That's my idea right there. It's a good idea. I've already turned it on. It's pretty quiet. It's not, without sound, but it's much quieter than regular fan blades. And it's got a cool little vibe about it. That might be the kind of fans I buy in the near future. I don't know. Plus, as you saw, it's low voltage. It only needs a USB port in. So since I'm on solar, everything about voltage I need to control. What else do I got here? Oh, if you've been watching, I told you I wanted some casters for my bed in there. And I will take the time in this video to stick the bed on that so I can wheel it around and easily do the ceiling and the drywall. Because I set the bed up in there to see if it would fit, and it does. I'm satisfied, but it's in the way. I'm building. You cannot put a bed where you're building. It's ridiculous. But that's what I'm doing, and that's where I'm at. And these are my solution to the bed drama of dragging it around in there. I think those are good butts. 20 bucks for 5 of them. Okay, so stainless steel. I got a little thing of miscellaneous size stainless steel. You know, these are not necessarily wood screw, but for attaching things. Because stainless steel will last, well, last forever, really. Long after humanity is dead, whoever follows up behind us will be finding stainless steel out of the ground. And so it's definitely a 1,000-year attachment device. I'm trying to do everything with the stainless steel, but some things I can't buy in stainless steel. Lag bolts, things that are carbon steel, you know, they need to be powder coated, or they've got some kind of coating. More stainless steel of various kinds. Just a whole bunch of stainless steel screws in here. Probably don't need to do anything else in there. I didn't know, no brand loyalty or anything. I just said 2.5-inch stainless steel screw, 3-inch stainless screws, etc., etc. And there's my 3-inchers. And I noticed they all come with different size heads. So unfortunately, most of them give me at least one, and they did, one bit to keep me going. But I had one that came in without a bit, and it was an unusual Torx head. And oh, I was beside myself. Those who watch the channel will know I was beside myself. What else came in from? All this came in during the rain. It just rained and rained and rained, and I kept up on it by going down and getting stuff, but it rained so much and I'm so far off the grid that I got to the point where I was worried about putting my truck on the field lest I break through. What they have here is what we call jello sand. It's an affectionate name. So the first 8 inches, maybe a foot and a half is sandy loam, and underneath that where I'm at is all clay. So once you super saturate that 8 inches to, 24 inches of dirt, once that becomes super saturated with water, that water's not getting through the clay. So then this becomes a colloidal solid, and as soon as your truck breaks through or your tractor breaks through, it all liquefies underneath you. And you are stuck. You are way stuck. This Texas mud is for real, and I've only gotten stuck twice, and I had in my tractor, and I pulled myself out. But my tractor's at a build site. I'm doing, not like as if I need more work. At a build site where I'm doing landscaping and fixing a grate on an old house. I dug up the septic, everything. If you've been watching the show, I don't know why I'm doing stuff like that, but I am. So, all right. So, looky there, that's a conduit level. Not that I care that my conduit is level. I honestly don't. But it'd be convenient to have a magnetic level in a shipping container home so that I can click it on and make sure that things are true. So I went ahead, and Klien tools been around for a long time, and you'll see that they're highly rated. So if you want yourself a good tool, K-L-E-I-N-E tools. Just buy a Klien tool. And they're not made in the U.S. anymore, all of them. They're probably made, this one says made in China, right? So, sad day. But nobody, Milwaukee tools, I don't know if anybody is. And while I don't measure much, I do measure often. I got this one because I got tired of my other tape measures collapsing as I'm trying to measure across the Connex. This one has a 13-foot span before it clicks and falls down, which means I can measure more. I'm a one-man build, right? Not two-man, one-man build. So I need something that has a long reach. And so I decided one of these, 13, plus look at the big things. And then in the testing, this one has a coating on the numbers so they don't wear off. There's all kinds of goodness here. So all kinds of goodness in Klien tools. Look at the back. It gives me, the back has a little chart of some other things that it provides. double hook magnetic. Listen, I didn't read this much other than I know Klien tools. I looked for something with a long span. That's all I looked for. And that's my whole purpose of that. Well, this twisted, if you need, and I do, I need to refill my, I told you I'm going to cut back the meadow around me so I can dry out a little bit before the rain comes again. So I'm going to cut back this meadow a little bit. And but you cannot get better than this twisted. Listen, it doesn't jam very easily. It lasts a long time. I can back that up against a barbed wire fence accidentally, and it will last. Which means once I fill my string trimmer, then it's going forever. And the way I do my string trimmers, I put a little rubber band around each side of the spool as I'm doing it. Kind of holds it together, makes it super easy. Leave the little wings out, put it in, drop it down. Yeah, away you go. What else? That's it. That catches you up, catches me up. All right, let's get these little rollers, casters in there. That's a good solution, good solid solution to this particular problem. I don't know if I like sleeping on a bed that rolls around. I might end up kicking those out of there, right? But they've got little rubber stops on there. Well, I'll let you know how this thing works. I'll sleep on it tonight before I have company over and see how rolly it is. I have a feeling it's plenty rolly. That's where I'm at in life. A bed that's rolling. I'm a rolling stone. Why not a bed that's a rolling stone? Ridiculous. Woo! Watch, internet. Watch now. Watch my magic bed. Looky there, huh? Huh? I'm gonna sleep with it on those casters tonight. See how I feel about that. But see, looky there, I can wheel it to the other end while I do the drywall on this end. Once I have the drywall and insulation in, push it back where it was. That's a little clever solution to a complex problem, huh? The lazy man does work the hardest. You can be lazy if you're smart.